Bubble, bubble, toil, and trouble. I've got a little science experiment I'm doing here. Specifically what I'm after is a process called ebonizing wood. Just like the name implies, what we're going to do is take a standard piece of wood, make it look like ebony, just as black, just as opaque. I'm going to show you a couple different processes for this. Now, if you want the complete how-to on this, go to WWGOA.com and look for the story called Ebonizing Wood. All the recipes, everything I'm going to show you here is on the site there in that story. So let's have a look at just what this can do for you. What I'm doing here is I'm brushing a solution of iron acetate onto this piece of oak. And what that'll do is nearly instantly turn the grain black. The iron acetate is very easy to make. Pretty much household stuff is all that it takes. And what it does is it reacts with the tannic acid that naturally occurs in the wood. So walnut, cherry, oak are good candidates for this. Not every wood is as good a candidate. And again, have a look at that article. It'll talk more about that. But you can see just how readily it blackens the surface of this oak. Now, a couple things about this process. It really did a nice job of turning this piece of oak dark, 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 dark. But remember that this calls for wood that's naturally high in tannic acid. This is a piece of birch. Birch does not have a lot of tannins in it. So as a result, it's nowhere near as dark. That's where this comes in. And what we want to do with woods like this is help them along down the tannic acid road by adding tea to the mix. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I've got my recipe here for the tea that I need. It's a pretty strong solution. And I'm going to brush the tea on the surface. And I'm going to follow that with my iron acetate solution after letting that tea dry just a little bit. Now I'm going to brush my iron acetate over the tea that I put on there. So that tea is just a little bit damp to the touch still. So basically what the tea does is it provides a way to add tannic acid to the surface. And as this reacts, what we'll be able to do is compare on this side where I've got tea and iron acetate to this side where I only have iron acetate. As an example, I've got some walnut here. In this case, that is simply iron acetate on walnut. In this case, it's iron acetate and tea on walnut, and this side is significantly more opaque. We'll give this birch a little bit of time to react and then come back and have a look at that. I've given this birch some reaction time. It's actually it's been less than 5 minutes. But look at how much blacker it is on this side. This is the tea and iron acetate compared to this side, which is iron acetate only. So definitely worth doing, definitely worth adding the tea in cases where you want to get more color out of your iron acetate solution. You know, honestly, once you've got the recipes and the how-to, ebonizing wood is pretty simple to do. And like on this project that I did, it's a very simple way to add a really neat accent to materials, to the wood that you're working with, and get that ebonizing effect in place.